know the story told about, one day you come home, your dad comes up to you and says, Andrew, I'll see you in a couple of weeks. And he's out, right? Yeah. In the context of what happens when there's a conflict and we all react in three different ways: fight, flight, freeze.
Yeah.
In that context, your dad is flight.
Yeah.
He runs off and says, I don't want to deal with it. I'm out of here. I'm going to do my own thing. Okay. In America, a lot of that is happening right now, where it's a single parent household. Yep. Kids are being raised without a mom and dad being there. And it's just one mom, mom trying to do both. And these boys, my mom couldn't tell me what to do once my parents got a divorce.
Yeah.
I'm a single mother raising me. I'm seeing my dad every other week. So it's not like he has direct influence to discipline me until I went into the military.
Yeah.
How much of that, like if you were to go back and think about, what if your dad didn't take the flight approach? What if your dad took the fight approach? What if your parents were together? Would it have made a difference in you? And how do you view, the idea of fathers being there with mom and dad together, family nucleus? Because a lot of times, the marriage no longer has, the what it once had, kids are better off being raised with a mom and dad. How do you process that yourself? Because you became successful not being in that environment.
Correct.
So do you see this as well? It depends. There's exceptions.
And sorry, I didn't mean to cut him off, y'all. But marriage is not what it is today. Like when it was back then, when your granny and your great grandma, it's not the same today. I feel like it's more materialistic. I feel like it's more about the wedding and people coming out and getting the dress up and getting the ring on your finger. And I don't think people actually stand on those vows and those principles. And that's why you see a lot of fucked up shit today, for real.
The rule, how do you process it?
I think it's a fantastic environment. And I think in an idealistic world, that's the way it would be. I think the reason it's not happening today is that I don't think many men actually benefit from marriages or relationships anymore.
Correct.
And people are always going to have to require some degree of incentive. I think that we've set up the world now in a way where men are seen as worker droids. They're expected to go work all day, come home, clean up as well, share the cleaning with the woman, no meal prepared for them, not have any authority over the household, and just be a worker droid and be a sad. And I don't think that many people understand that men are intrinsically wired to desire respect amongst our peers and in our environments. This is why CEOs work so hard, because they get respect in their company. This is why we all want so much money and fast cars and status and influence, because we're respected. Men desire respect like we desire oxygen. And if a man's coming home to a household where he doesn't feel any respect, he's not going to want to be there for very long.
100%.
And I think the way you fix this is you need to understand that many men don't have an incentive to be in the house anymore. I think that it's actually would be quite easy for a woman. In fact, there's a couple women who even say this on YouTube. I can't remember their names, but it'd be quite easy for a woman to make a man really happy with super basic things. Just go up to your husband and say, hey, you know more about this. What do you think about this? That would make most men's world. And there's so many sexless marriages out there with men who work their ass off and they come home to a sexless marriage and kids who don't fucking even like them. If you were to just even ask him his question about some asinine bullshit, a lawnmower purchase, for example, he would feel so happy to feel like the man of the house. That's what men need. They need to feel like all this work I'm putting in, all this shit I'm going through, I'm respected for it. As soon as a man feels like he has no respect, that's the absolute end of a man's interest or a man's tolerance of a situation.
Hey, y'all, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, because that boy Andrew Tate, this is why they had to ban him. This is why they had to ban my nigga off all the motherfucking social media platforms, because he's speaking that real shit. This is what it is. This is what it comes down to. This is what it comes down to, man. When society has just manipulated everyone into thinking that materialistic things and fuck shit is the way to go, which is not the way to go. Us as men, we're simple creatures. You don't hear about niggas complaining about, oh, we want to eat at the best restaurants, or we got to get this and that, or we got to do this and this. We simple. We only need one pillow to sleep on. Legit, a nigga can have an apartment, nigga, one bed, nigga, one sheet, one cover, one pillow, and be fucking good. And a TV and a game, and can be living his best life. We don't need all the extra shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because like I'm 25. I be going through this shit every day. I'm 25. I feel like respect is not spoken on in today's society, today's world. A lot of people don't respect men. A lot of people just feel like they can say anything and everything. And if you go back to ancient times when respect was real, when niggas died about respect, motherfuckers getting their motherfucking kingdom ran into, motherfucker on horseback coming through this bitch to get some respect. You think them niggas was just talking reckless and talking crazy? No, nigga. Nigga, back then, bro, a nigga would kill you about respect. Niggas still dying today. You know what I'm saying, about the respect, but motherfucker kill you over respect. And I'm talking about from another side to where females was given that same type of respect to men back in the day, because the men really did all the hardship, you know what I'm saying, and the wives and stuff. And, you know, the females, they was taking care of the kids, but they was not talking this reckless, you know what I'm saying? I see it all the time, even when I'm working at work and females be saying certain shit. I'm like, do you know what like I could really do to you if I really just decide to say fuck it, I'm gonna have a bad day, I'm just gonna crash out, fuck jail, fuck the prison time, I'm just gonna fucking beat your face in. I could if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I'm fake smiling, telling you have a nice day, but in reality I want to fucking put my fist through your fucking face. That's just all reality. You know what I'm saying? And us as men, we really dig down deep on the respect level. That's why you see men, you don't never see men talking shit to other men just on a day-to-day basis, just out in public like, oh, fuck you, bitch ass nigga, because they know it could be violence. They know this is certain shit that you do. Nobody told you as a young boy, hey man, if you say this, a motherfucker gonna punch you in your face. You just grew up and learned that, hey, if I come at a man this type of way, I might get this type of reaction. And you never know what type of reaction another nigga gonna give you. Straight up.
I think that's the reason it's happening. I know a lot of men who completely love their wives. They love them with all their heart. They die for her. But he's just not respected in his house. He doesn't get to be the man of the house.
Is it on him or is it on her? Like, does he need to go earn it, or is it on her to provide it?
It's a combination of both. I think it's certainly on him to earn it, but also the Matrix programming is counter to him. The Matrix programming is trying to tell him that he shouldn't be allowed to be the man of the house, that he shouldn't be allowed to have any kind of authority in any regard. He shouldn't be allowed to be able to say what happens. The Matrix programming is saying the absolute opposite all the time. And if that's getting into your woman and you don't have that much influence, and that's getting to all your children, you don't have that much influence. Now you're coming home to a household where everyone just thinks you're the dude who should just fucking work. You're just a worker droid. You're the slave. You're the robot. And your feelings don't matter and your authority doesn't matter, and get fucked. And this is very conscious. If you watch any Netflix show, the mother is the smart one and the man is the bumbling idiot. Turn on a show. I dare you, turn on a family show. 100%. The mother is the one, hey, calm down, I'm smart. And the man's the like, oh, beer. What?
Hey, that's 100%. This every time. You can turn that shit on. This is every time. Even in the cartoons, they do this shit. But go watch the movie 300. I'm not sure if you've seen the movie 300 with the fucking Spartans. Go watch the movie 300. Look how the men carry themselves. Look how the women treat the men in that movie. It's a whole different era. I promise you, if you haven't seen the movie 300, go watch that motherfucking and watch how some real niggas, some real men act, and watch how the respect is given. I'm telling you. Oh, they can't. Hey, Tate is dead ass. And also, I'm not sure if y'all paying attention to the video. Look at the other two that Andrew Tate is talking to. Notice how they are keeping that eye contact. They staring at this motherfucker's soul, because when you looking at a nigga in his eye, that's a sign of respect. And look at Tate. He got shades on, but I'm pretty sure he either looking at one of the other two straight in the eye, on God. And look at his posture. Look at that. He's comfortable. Tune in.
Any of these shows. They're trying
Guy, the
all of it.
Made with children.
Look, any of it. All of it. They're reducing the man to just a bumbling idiot. And it's very hard, I think, for a lot of men to accept being in a position of constant disrespect. I'll tell you this now. If I had to choose a long-lasting marriage with a woman who loved me, or a woman who truly respected me, I might choose respect over love. Even though they're the same thing for a woman, because she loves you, she respects you by default. But if I had to choose, I'd choose respect. I've been through too much and worked too hard and go through too much in day-to-day life to come home to my house and be having battles over asinine bullshit. I take care of you and I love you with all of my heart. I would die for you. If someone broke into this house, I would engage the invader and die. Please just cook dinner. Please. Like, what do you want from me? What more can I do for you? Like, and once they feel disrespected, this is another thing about the world that a lot of people don't understand. It's disrespect that will drive a man to the most heinous of crimes. It's disrespect that starts the school shooter bullshit. It's disrespect that makes men go to jail for life sentences. Yep. It's disrespect. When you truly disrespect a man in a public and permanent way, that's when they switch. That's why I'm so respectful in public. You don't know who the fuck you're talking to. He might be on his last fucking straw. And you just disrespected, hey, you're a fucking bitch anyway. You're skinny motherfucker. Fuck you. You don't know. That might be the last time he heard it. I've had enough. You don't know. Disrespect is dangerous, right?
Hey, what I say? I just said that shit. I just said that shit, bro. I just said that. Y'all, real shit, bro. I just said that. That's why when I'm outside, when I'm in public, I don't be mean mugging motherfuckers. I don't be talking shit. I don't be trying to make a motherfucker day worse than what it already is. Because as a man, you should know the day-to-day shit that a motherfucker already going through. You know what I'm saying? You should already know what a motherfucker going through. And like he said, disrespect can lead to a lot of dangerous situations. Yeah. When your wife or your female say, fuck you, you pussy ass nigga, you pussy ass bitch. You a bitch. How many fellas, how many times has a woman tell you a bitch? You a bitch ass nigga, you a pussy. Yeah. Now certain dudes may be able to take that, but let's say you on your last straw. Let's say you fighting that mental battle, and in that mental battle you're losing, and you on your last end, and it's late, and you don't want to cry in front of anybody, so you either lock yourself in the room, turn the lights out, and just cry, put a towel in your mouth, or you might hop in the car. Well, actually, before you hop in the car, you tell everybody you finna go out for a drive, get something to drink or whatever, get something to eat, and you just go in the car. Find somewhere where it ain't too much traffic, and you just cry in the car. Yeah, you just cry in the car. Or you might just scream in the car while it's crying. Or you just fucked up. You just fucked up. And then you got some female telling you that you a bitch ass nigga, that you ain't this, you ain't that. The world saying you ain't shit. All these things is just built up anger, aggression. And when a man is on his last end, it's only two ways. It's only two ways out. That's suicide, or it's violence. It's one of the two. It's always gonna be one of the two. You feel me? It's one of the two. Suicide or violence. So when you talking that talk, when you trying to press people doing dumb shit, it never ends up nicely. Never. And that's why these crimes is just, that's why they happen. That's why it gets vicious. Motherfuckers dying out here for respect. Motherfuckers dying out here for mugging. You feel me? And that's what society has lost. They don't teach women to respect men. They don't do that. I remember growing up as a little kid, as a little boy, it was always treat them like a queen. I never heard a motherfucker say treat the man like a king. I've never heard that shit. When have y'all ever heard a motherfucker telling you treat a man like a king, treat a man like your savior? To the females, you ain't never gonna hear that type of shit because they don't care, my nigga. They do not care. I'm talking about these last 2 years, they just started talking about this shit, man. They just started it, man. And the gatekeeper, the nigga that opened up the door, Kevin Samuels. Yeah. And then we still got Tate. Yeah. Shit crazy, man. This shit wild. Make sure y'all leave a comment, man, cause this shit got me a little, I don't even know, shit got me a little heated.
And in a household where you're constantly disrespecting a man, he's going to end up depressed and sad for even accepting it. Men just want to feel respected. It's not that hard to do. If you truly, I say to anyone watching this, if you truly love your man, it would be so easy for you to just make him feel respected. It doesn't even take actions. You can do it with basic words. Ask his opinion on something. Big him up once in a while. And because we're supposed to be supermen and we purport ourselves as supermen and we're stoic, but we talked earlier about how we still feel everything. So when you're a strong man, especially, they're like, he's fine. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. Be nice to the dude. You'd be surprised how far you get. But this is why I think most men walk out of marriages, because they're like, you know what? I'm not getting any respect here. I get more respect from this dickhead stripper, 18-year-old hoe for throwing money at her than I do giving money to my own wife. Where am I being respected? Well, at least she's smiling at me. She ain't smiled at me in years.
If you enjoyed this video and you want to watch the entire podcast, click over here. And if you want to be connected with experts, influencers such as QS.
Man, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, man. Damn, man. This is why I fuck with Andrew Tate, bro. He real. That's a real ass motherfucker, man. He dive deep into subjects and he talking that real shit. And I know a part in the video where he said if he had to choose between a woman that loved him and a woman that respected him, he would choose the woman that would respect him. And I would agree. Because just because somebody loves you doesn't mean they respect you. Remember that. Love can only go so far. Respect, that mean a motherfucker values your worth. They respect you. Like for example, me and my homies, like we got respect for one another. It's certain boundaries that I wouldn't even cross. It's certain things I wouldn't even say. It's certain actions that I wouldn't even do because I respect them. Somebody can love you but disrespect you. And imagine getting disrespected every single day, every time you wake up. That shit sucks. That shit's not it. And then again, if you get married, what's the benefit for you, my nigga? This is my thing. Because do I feel like marriage is a completely bad thing? No, I don't. I don't. But in today's times, I'm just not sure if it's worth it. That's the only thing. Because what are we gaining from it? What does marriage significantly mean? Is it about the ring? Is it about the ring? Can you not love someone unconditionally and emotionally and physically without getting married? Or is that's just out the book? Or is that just how society has brought us up and raised us up on? You feel me? Because you telling me that I can't love her unconditionally or she can't love me unless we're married? I feel like that's bullshit. I really do feel like that's bullshit. How does a ring bind us? This right here, a ring, and some words. Shit crazy, man. Hey, y'all, it's your boy, The Real Rex. I'm gone. I'm out. Y'all stay tuned.